Blame Truth here, and I guess it's that time again where I cover Season 2 and I rag on everything they did wrong. Well, I actually don't have that much to rag on, finally. Yes, there are bugs and issues. Yes, as you see here, people, get this, just let me read this real quick. Purchased it via Steam, Black Cell. See it in the DLC for my game when I am on the screen to start the game, but when I go into the game, nothing is unlocked for me. Anyone else having this issue? Edit, heard back from support, asking for proof of purchase. Edit 2, I did a full uninstall and reinstall, and I still got the app not published, but when I went into the game, my Black Cell unlocked. Imagine you are hungry, okay? Imagine you're hungry. I have a stand that says, a burger is on sale here for $30. Never mind why it's $30, but I have a burger on sale at this burger stand for $30. You walk up to me and you say, I would like to purchase your $30 burger. And you slap $30 down on the desk and I just stare at you. No matter what you do, you are not getting the burger from my cold, dead hands. Well, so you spend like all day calling the police, calling the fire department. Finally, the fire department comes out, shoves a ladder up my ass, and I finally, after 7 hours and $30 later, give you your burger to eat. That is the equivalent to this Stockholm Syndrome shit going on in the community. Why are people trying so hard to give them $30 and then spending like a full work day trying to get it to work as well? I do not understand it. Someone please explain it to me. Other than like Proof 12X here, it's just a fucking retard. I can't think of another reason, but let's get into the good here. There are some good changes. So Sledgehammer Games says health regeneration in NW3 has been adjusted to better match the pace of gameplay. It now takes 5 seconds to heal from 150 HP down from 7.7 seconds. We have this as well, which is huge, and Treyarch even commented on this. Sledgehammer says substantial changes to ADS, idle sway, and other weapon attributes in MW3 and Warzone have been made to improve the precision and responsiveness of aiming, particularly while using a mouse. These are both very good changes. They've undone a lot of like Infinity Ward's mess ups. Here's the issue, though. Okay, here's the issue. These shouldn't have been problems to start with. Like, you can't wait 3 months after a game launches and then start fixing the core issues of the game. It just does not work like that. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not going to play it or check it out because foundationally, the game is terrible. I'm not the only one that is not checking out anything to do with this season. If we go to Steam charts, and I just took this screenshot, February 8th at 10 a.m. EST, Call of Duty's in 14th place. It usually ups itself by the evening. However, the actual number of players, it hasn't changed with this new season drop. In fact, it's still going down. We're going to see this game hit the lowest it's ever hit this year on the only, platform we could track it on, Steam here. But here's this weird, discrepancy, this weird Twilight Zone kind of thing. Anyone that tells you that skill-based matchmaking is in or EOMM is in to increase player retention is a liar. It does not increase player retention. It increases player addiction. Keep that in mind here. Look at this. Black Cell, despite the numbers falling, Black Cell, it is one of the top sellers on Steam. People cannot wait to part with their $30 every season. I just don't understand it. But what I do understand is what I am playing right now. I'm so bored of just everything modern gaming that I decided to go way back, 19 years back, to this right here. Now, for those who have been on my channel a hot minute, you old heads who have been watching me for a long time, you might remember this game. This was a playthrough that I started and never finished. And I did finish it, but years later on Twitch on PC. But when I had this game on Xbox 360, I didn't finish it. But I had beaten it before. So, I've beaten it, I think, 7 times since it came out in 2005. And maybe more than that. Maybe even closer to 10. It's hard to keep track now. This is nearly 20 years old, but this is Fear, the game Fear. Came out in 2005. I remember when this game came out. I'm not even kidding. I saw articles about it on IGN and I think GameSpot it was. I saw articles about it and it looked incredible. I had just got done playing Resident Evil 4 on my GameCube, which is kind of similar but different to this, because this game is the perfect blend of visceral Japanese horror, okay? A John Woo film and just some of the best FPS mechanics, physics, just punchiness, production ever. I truly think this is up there it's got to be like one of my top 3 FPSs. It really does. I would probably put the original Half-Life and maybe Call of Duty 4 as well. If we're just talking like single player especially, yeah, those 3 would probably be up there. But if you guys have not played Fear, I highly recommend getting it on PC. Most any modern PC can run this thing maxed out easy nowadays. I think it's bundled in. I think there's some weird legal thing with it, and you can only buy it in the Fear bundle. It's just some weird legal thing. I wouldn't personally recommend buying that. I think it's $54. But I think you can get like a Steam key of Fear 1 for $10 if you look around or something like that. So it is worth it, man. It is worth it. What makes this game so good, honest to God, outside of the awesome bullet time slow-mo effects, which I think are way better than Max Payne's. No offense, Rockstar. Sorry. I enjoy Max Payne as well. But anyway, the scary moments are blended into the action almost perfectly. I'm going to show you a few here. If you have not played this game before and you jump into it for the first time, you're going to get jump scared, because you're jumping from action to like visceral, horror. So that's a classic jump scare right here. Probably the most famous one is when you go down the ladder, you see the little girl, and then you see another jump scare. That one always gets me. I've played through this game a lot, and I always forget the one at the bottom of the ladder. But what makes this game so good, like honestly, aside from that and whatnot, like what makes it so classic? This is a game that when it came out was lauded by critics. People loved it. Everyone loved it. Metacritic 88 out of 100. But over time, I think it's become even more appreciated as the years have gone by. A small-ish team of, I want to say, I couldn't find the actual dev numbers, but the dev numbers around this time, around this game's released, would probably be around 100, I'd say. And probably the best thing about it, which I haven't covered yet, is the AI. It still surprises me when I play Fear. I'll be aiming at an enemy, right? They will duck behind cover. I'll still be aiming there, waiting for them to pop out. That's how it goes in video games since the dawn of time, pretty much, since the dawn of FPS at least. And I'll be waiting for them to pop out, only to be surprised when they have flanked me and are throwing a grenade my way, or they've completely come another route behind me that I didn't even know was there, and start shooting me. Stuff like that is what makes this game so engaging and so fun, because even small battles feel like a large victory. And this AI today, like even today, I'm not just saying this, it's some of the best, if not the best AI in any shooter I have ever played. To this day, we're going to get back into the gameplay here, but I mean, I don't know, man. I can't say enough good things about it. And the fact that I could go back to this game for years to come, not be bothered with battle passes, not have some weird algorithm like try to addict me or whatever. This is a game currently that I will boot up in the evenings once I'm done with my work and my chores and my errands and whatnot. I'll play it for a few hours and then I'll put it down and I'll come back to it tomorrow and I'll keep going and whatnot. And that is how gaming has always been. Nowadays, it's like aiming to get you addicted, to go into debt, to destroy your social life, destroy your health, destroy your physical health, your mental health in some cases. That's not the gaming I grew up with. I'm 34 years old, okay? I started gaming when I was 3 years old on the NES. My very first video game was The Legend of Zelda. I've said this many times before, but it bears repeating. The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Bros. 3, those were my first 2 games. I have high standards, guys. I've been playing games like 30 plus years. I started with those 2, arguably 2 of the best games of all time, even today. My standards are high. Whenever people say like Sledgehammer Games only had 16 months to work on Modern Warfare 3, which is why it's rough around the edges in a DLC, I say fuck off. 16 months with the amount of manpower, the amount of sheer numbers working on this game should produce something infinitely better than what we have. We should not be getting fixes. We should not be getting fixes for things 25 to 50% through the game's life cycle. These games, Call of Duty games, have a shelf life for 1 year, multiplayer-wise. That's it. You need to get it right from the start. There is no room for mess ups when you only have 1 year of your game being relevant. And look, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. I do appreciate the changes that Sledgehammer are doing. But these changes that they are implementing should have, again, it should have never been a problem to start with. And I'm not talking about their game specifically. I'm talking about Modern Warfare 2. This entire year is Sledgehammer fixing the mess-ups of Infinity Ward. It's Sledgehammer Games holding up Joe Secott by his leg like a baby and saying, we need to do something about this, all right? This baby has shit itself, its umbilical cord, it's choking itself, and the baby is giving me the finger. Something needs to be done. Change the baby's diaper. Call it an exorcist. Get some scissors. I just want, I don't know. I just want the Call of Duty devs. Microsoft now, I guess. Although there's rumors that the Activision deal may be undone because they fired 2,000 people and apparently they're going to fire more people, but I'll cover that in a future video. Toys for Bob has just been destroyed, by the way, with these layoffs, man. Toys for Bob is just done. They're just gone. I'm not kidding. I think 20 people work there now. The esports scene for Call of Duty, it's just done. It's gone. Pretty much. They laid off everyone after the last thing, the CDL thing. Anyway, back to the original topic. What we need is all of the Call of Duty studios to come together and have a core foundation that everyone likes, okay? Going forward, we need all of them to have that foundation there and have it be consistent. The games are juxtapositions of random ideas thrown together, some good, mostly bad, and that's it. There needs to be that foundation that we had from Call of Duty 4 all the way up to Black Ops 2. All of those games in that series of the golden age of Call of Duty, all of their base mechanics were essentially the same. What made them different were the innovations, pretty much. And look, whenever I say innovations, I want something different, but I don't want good things changed for the sake of being different. That is stupid. That is just dumb. Change the things people don't want and then put in a new feature every year that pushes the envelope. But before putting that feature in, test it out in-house and see if it's fun. How many times have we gotten some new game mode or whatever that no one cares about, or it's not fun, or whatever? It's a waste of dev time. Why are they putting in like Champion Hill or whatever the new game mode is for this one? Focus on the core game modes that matter. Stop splitting everything up into like 20 different subdivisions. Can we get rid of Ground War? I'm sorry, all you people that, and by all you people, I mean all 50 of you that probably enjoy that game mode. It doesn't need to be in the game. It takes dev time away from other things. We need the bare bones, more simplistic style foundationally with innovations that make sense from creative, talented individuals, which I think are few and far between. I am not going to sit here and praise Sledgehammer Games for fixing things that should have never been problems to start with. I'm sorry, I'm not. Call me a dick if you want. I have yet to see anything other than Sledgehammer Games actually listening to the community, which is something that a lot of devs have not done on the Call of Duty front in a long time. That's all they're doing. We're doing their job for them. This is a AAA title. We are not goddamn beta testers. Can I get an amen here? I want true innovation. Everything they have done has been recycled, or it's just been some random stupid idea they've like ripped off Fortnite or some Milsim or Rainbow Six or whatever and pasted in. That is not the Call of Duty I know. From Call of Duty 4 to Black Ops 2, it was them doing their own thing, innovating their own things. Like, it was the most creative time, I would say, in FPS history, because, and really shooter history in general, because we still had Gears of War, we had Halo as well, from Halo 2 to Halo 3. I mean, Halo 3, I can't state enough how great of an FPS that was. 2007, in general, was filled with bangers. BioShock as well. The FPS genre, right now, is in the gutter. What is there, aside from, what? Apex, Counter-Strike 2, and Warzone, all of which are free to play. Where is the straight up like old school multiplayer that is balls to the wall, that is awesome, that everyone enjoys? Where is it? Where is it gone? I'll tell you what, you're not going to get that audience back that you've lost by putting in Resurgence Ranked or whatever it is. The player base does not want more competition. They want something fun. People don't want to work 8 to 10 hours a day to come home to try to spend $30 on your crappy Black Cell bundle just to get more competition. Real life is enough competition right now. These suits are in a different dimension. They're on another planet to the actual working individual. Let us choose our own difficulty. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go at my own pace. I want to choose my own difficulty. I want to gradually get to that point and not be thrown into this just stupid matchmaking. I don't know what the answer is, man. Is it XDefiant? If it is XDefiant, XDefiant team, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. But I am just a first-person shooter gamer that is tired. I would like a shooter treat. I would like a shooter treat. I would like a shooter treat. Maybe if I keep saying it, like, I don't know, say it in the mirror like I'm saying Candyman or Beetlejuice, it'll actually happen. Guys, I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed this Fear Showcase. Definitely go play this game if you're looking for a shooter treat. After I beat this, I think twice, I'm going to go play Trepang 2, which is the spiritual successor to this game. Maybe I'll play some Doom as well, which I do want to give credit to Doom for being awesome. I still haven't played the new Dooms, though. I need to. Last one I played was 3. I'm behind. I'm out of time, though, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.
Here's some parting advice.